gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 608. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who's also been banned in China, Wombat.
Yes.
Did I use that joke last week? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Possible.
You might have. You might have. It's possible. I'm not going to tell you it didn't.
Right.
How's it going?
Well, I don't know. Not great.
Good,
Not great. Good enough.
Here, but you know what?
Good enough.
You know what? Shipwreck's here too. Hi, Shipwreck.
Hi. It's going great
so
here.
I need opinions.
We have them.
Okay, I'm gonna just go right into
Do it.
So yesterday, Elliot went to his first Cub Scout meeting, and it went fine. There was nothing happened at the Cub Scout thing. He had a great time. I was there with him. He passed his pocket knife certification test, where you have to show that you could sharpen a pencil with a knife.
Sweet. And not stab your dad with it.
And not stab another human being. And he did that, which
You're
is
allowed to stab yourself?
I don't know if it's frowned upon.
Okay.
So they talked about there how, the next big meeting is the camping overnight, where you go to a camp. It's exactly what it sounds like. Go to a campground.
Yes, we know what a
there's gonna be
camping
fire.
overnight is.
That's step 2. Step 1 is a pocket knife and a pencil, and step 2 is we're camping?
Step 2 is camping one night overnight at a campground, tents and hot dogs. And they were telling us how much it's going to cost, and it's not expensive. It's $30 for 2 people to do everything.
Uh-huh.
It's not crazy. And I was talking to 2 of the other dads. I'm new to this. A lot of the other kids have been doing this for like 3 years. I'm like, oh, $30, that's not so terrible. And they're like, well, that's just the beginning of the cost for it. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, you still got to get your tent and sleeping bags and stuff. And it didn't occur to me. The sleeping bags I get.
Right.
That I would need to bring my own sleeping bags.
You didn't think
But
it was
it
a
didn't occur to
BYOT
me.
situation?
Yeah, I didn't know it was BYOT. Now, am I the idiot for not realizing that I would need to bring my own tent to... It's not like we're going into the woods. This is a
Where did you expect to sleep?
Well, I figured it's, the Boy Scout event would have, like, tents for the Boy Scouts.
Wait, are you supposed to go too?
Yeah.
Okay, just you?
Me and my son.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Yes, in our own tent.
In your own tent. Yeah, I guess you're supposed to have. Yeah, it sounds.
Who did you think had this surplus of tents? Just
Well,
the
I
Boy
thought
Scouts?
maybe it would be like 3 or 4 6-person tents or something like that. Because I've gone camping before where it's been like, you go and the tents are there and you set up your tent.
Right, I can see that. Yeah. I could see that situation. But I'm really glad you found out about this now.
Exactly. Like
that would have been bad.
That would have been really bad if I showed up and just had no tent.
We'll just
So now I
sleep
gotta
underneath
go
the
out and get-
canoes.
Yeah. So now I got to go out and get a tent. But it's weird because I talked to actually talked to my boss about it today because I know he was a Cub Scout as a kid and he's like, no, that's weird. When I did it, the tents were there.
Man, times have changed.
Yeah. So I'm like, I
Maybe
didn't
these
know if
other
I was
dads are just screwing with you.
I don't. That's it too, because I'm like the new dad, and I'm not as cool as the other dads.
Oh, you're gonna get
maybe
hazed.
Maybe I'm being hazed.
You will be hazed at the overnight.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I'm looking for opinions. Am I crazy for thinking that tents might be there in the first place? Because the dads are like, "What are you, crazy?" I'm like, I don't know.
City boy, city slicker.
Yeah, exactly. City slicker. They were like this close to saying, "What are you, a Jew?" So
yes.
Actually,
Jews don't know
That's-
camping. That is true.
Yeah, it's not like our thing.
No.
The last time Jews went camping, they were lost for 40 days and 40 nights.
Right. We like roofs and beds.
Mm-hmm. So
Call us crazy.
That's what I got. That's my tent story. So stay tuned for when we go camping in November.
Oh.
And I have to buy a tent.
Huh. I hope it's not a bomb typhoon or whatever they call that.
Yeah. Well, if it's if the weather gets crappy.
Bomb hurricane. What was that? I don't even remember.
Yeah. If there's another another one of those.
You better buy like a good tent then.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Is like, so now what kind of tent do I get? Because they come in all sorts of different styles and price ranges, from like $20, which obviously I'm not getting a $20 tent, to like
Should.
$500. I'm like, there's got to be a sweet spot.
$100 is where you want to be.
Yeah, probably.
The one-time use only
crazy.
tent. Good luck, Wombat.
You never know. Maybe we set it up in the backyard every now and again and do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Try to avoid the raccoons.
Fucking raccoons. Nice segue, by the way.
Thank you. That was intentional.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't plan that.
There was a lot of raccoon-related feedback.
I know.
And by the way, the raccoon came back the next night.
Really? You sure it was the same one?
Pretty sure. He looked similar. He looked about the same build, raccoon build.
Okay. Did he say hello? Is that how you knew?
He said, "Hey, remember when I, made that cool bit with you on the CAGcast last night?"
He said, "Hey, buddy."
No, that's the weasel.
Hey, buddy. It's the raccoon.
That's good.
Yeah. So, at Sleeper Hit 79 had to say, will the raccoon be a permanent fourth chair? He was amazing as a guest.
It's possible.
And Dark Lurker 23 had to say, man, all I could think of is wombat hummus. I don't know what that means.
It's probably
Did I
some
talk
meme.
about hummus?
It's probably some meme that the
Hummus
kids use.
is-
I don't know.
I guess. And then he goes on to say that Cheapy was funny as hell with the raccoon. So people want more raccoon. Should we have done a show last night then, if that's when the raccoon was?
No. The raccoon was the next day.
Oh, the
okay.
next day.
Yeah,
I
Just
think
looking for the
yesterday.
availability of the raccoon.
Right. He wanted to
Yeah.
see.
Is the raccoon coming out tonight? Oh, it was raining last night. You wouldn't have seen a raccoon.
Right. All the tree parts of the tree came down onto my house and yard. It's a lot. I would say 20,000 acorns have fallen, at least 20,000 to 1 million. That's my rough estimate of how many acorns have fallen in the last 4 weeks.
I think you need to count now because that's a bold claim.
It's pretty incredible. I can't leave my car in the driveway at all because the acorns will just come down and dent the shit out of it. Like, it's a thing that happens. So yeah, and I can't just remove all the trees. I mean, I can trim them back, but it's pretty expensive to have a guy come and trim tall trees.
What about to have a guy come and just pick all the acorns off?
Off the trees.
Yeah.
That would be probably the same price, I think, because they still have to get up there with a crane. I don't think the guy's going to climb the tree. So you still have to, I think that's where the expense comes from, but I'm not sure.
What if you just bought a bunch of squirrels?
No, I think that they don't help. They're part of the problem because they're running around up there, and the wind will knock everything down, but the squirrels, I feel, are also contributing to the shit hitting my roof, my flat roof. The cool part is hearing them hit the roof, like above when I'm sleeping, like directly above my head, and then the acorn, because the roof is flat, the acorn will just bounce like several times, and then maybe bounce off. It's pretty fantastic. That's all the show feedback.
Yeah, there really wasn't much else.
Raccoon.
Yeah, a lot of raccoon talk.
I can just pretend there's a raccoon. You guys wouldn't know. This is a podcast.
That is true. It is an audio format.
It's theater of the mind. I could just say, "Oh my God, there's a giraffe." You want some lettuce? Wow. You guys don't know.
Yeah.